Indicators are a complete waste of time unless you actually know what you're doing with them. And let me give you a hint. Most people do not. Now, I understand I could get crucified for this, but I know I am right. Let me explain. Fundamentally, we know that no indicator is going to work 100% of the time. You can go back to trading psychology and tap into the, oh, I don't need to know what's going to happen next to be a consistently profitable trader, or there's no way to know what's going to happen next to be profitable. So at the end of the day, does it really matter? No, and there is no indicator that we can rely upon for any given trade. We cannot say this one is better than this one, therefore this indicator will work and it won't on this one. You can't do that because the data will not pan out that way over time. With enough of a sample size, that is not going to be a consistently profitable approach. And I have proven that by losing money myself. But that said, through a series of trades, through a sample size, you can rely upon an indicator to help you, provided that it actually gives you an edge in your own trading. Now, to find that out, you got to track. And so I use something like TradeZella to track and journal all my trades. This way I can track indicators, track setups, all that great stuff. I'll leave a link below this video if you want to check them out. So you can see that I'm not necessarily bashing indicators and saying that your indicator sucks. I don't know what your indicators you like to use, and they don't necessarily suck. It's more about the person using them and how you're using them. Because once I fundamentally understood indicators, how they're used, and their use case, personally, I decided to make the move to not using them because I didn't need them for the strategies that I wanted to trade. I felt like it was only going to trip me up when I was using it, and it was only going to set me up for failure later on because I'd get too attached, whether subconsciously or consciously. I get too emotional, and then I would rely upon an indicator too long or on a specific setup that was perfect, and then it wouldn't be perfect, it wouldn't work, and I'd lose more money than I originally planned to lose. I just don't want to do that. Don't want to deal with it. Therefore, for myself, I personally feel like price and volume is all I need. Now, I guess you can call volume an indicator if you want. I don't know. Just it is what it is. But that's all I need and all I use. I don't feel like I need an indicator. I don't feel like I need more than that. And I've adopted and crafted a style and strategy around that, which for right now works for me. So I'm not saying you shouldn't use indicators, but what I am saying is that you should think twice about how you're using a given indicator. If that indicator is the reason you are getting in out of trades and you're not tracking it, you're doing yourself a disservice by not even knowing if it's a profitable indicator or trading strategy based off that indicator. So if you do have a list of indicators or a set of indicators that you personally use, make sure your trading psychology is fundamentally in line, because if that's fundamentally in line, you're going to be in a much better place to understand that when it doesn't work, because it will happen, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It is what it is. You log it, you move on, and you wait for the next one. That's my 2 cents. Felt like it needed to be said. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.